Hi Augusta, this is Rebecca with your Assignment 1 video critique. So I am really impressed with how much you did on these two images. Editing, turning something from color to black and white is not easy, and you did a really great job. Really great job. And so I'm really impressed. You had mentioned that you were kind of bummed out because you feel like yours wasn't created as creative as others, but I mean, I think that there was easily at least the same amount of work put into it, and it was just, you did a great job. So don't be hard on yourself. You did a great job. So let's see, this grandpa picture, great coloring. I'm looking at it, it looks very seamless. It looks really good, really good. Sometimes when you do hand coloring, or they call it hand coloring, on black and white, it can get, the colors can get a little too opaque and kind of wash out the detail that's in the shadows and in the highlights, and I don't see that happening here. The curtain in the back looks really nice. The chair looks great. I still see a nice bright highlight down the leg here, and the skin tone is really good. Excuse me. The only thing I notice is there's a lot of blowout right here in the outfit, and that may be part of the original image. Same within the booties here. There's no detail. It's just pure white. So if it's not part of the original image, if you're able to pull out some detail there, I highly recommend it. Just because the viewer's eyes always go to the whitest, brightest part of an image first. And then just so you know, the second place the viewer's eyes go is to the sharpest point, the thing that's most in focus. So since this part, the belly, or these shoes, isn't necessarily the focal point, like the thing that you're trying to get people to look at, then you don't necessarily want it to be completely the brightest thing on the image. The other thing is this lollipop was a great addition. It fits really well in the baby's hand here, so I think that was great. The only thing is that it's much more vibrant than the rest of the colors on the image. So if you could tone it down a little bit, pull the contrast back a little bit, or maybe even the brightness back a little bit, I think it'll blend better. It's just this magenta is just so punchy. And then adding a shadow behind that lollipop would be really great that falls on the baby. So there's some tutorials that you'll be seeing this week on how to add shadows, and so you'll know how to do that instead of just using the shadow effect in Photoshop, which doesn't always achieve what you want it to achieve, at least in the way that it should on this image. So that was a really great first start, and I think you did a fantastic job. I love this image too. I can't really see the hairbrush anymore, so that's good. I can see it a little bit, like if I zoom in, if I get real technical with it. So if you could move the sign up into, like up under the mouth a little bit more, you just would push it up and then delete the paper wherever the puppy's nose came in, kind of like you did over here probably. Then it would hide the brush that's peeking in right here. Also, the trash is, notice how everything in the picture is a little blurry. It's a little fuzzy because the puppy's moving and they're moving quickly, and the person taking the picture probably had to move to get the puppy in the picture. So the whole thing is a little blurry, but this garbage is really crisp and in focus. And so you'll want to make that a little fuzzier too. There's a blur tool that you could use in Photoshop. And then also you might want to add some noise. There's in the filter gallery. This isn't anything that we went over, so I don't expect it to be a part of this. I'm just letting you know in the future, if you do want to change this, that these are some tools that you can use. So in the filter gallery, there's a noise option that I recommend adding to this layer as well. So just select the trash and then go into the filter and then filter gallery and choose the noise from there. And also this trash is, it's not quite the right color balance. It's a little gray. And I think that this trash bag is supposed to be white, but I'm not 100% sure. And if it's supposed to be white, right now it's looking a little gray. So, so if you could fix the color balance on that too, fixing the color balance, adding a little bit of blur and a little bit of noise would definitely make this seem like it's more part of the image instead of just like creeping in from the side. Otherwise, the sign looks really great, and the concept is great. Totally changes the context of the image. So you were successful there as well. So great job. Keep up the hard work. I really appreciate everything that you did here, and you're doing great.